State of Ohio versus Nicholas Watts. Case number TRD 16-1101.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're Nicholas Watts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Watts, it's alleged you failed to appear for a sentencing hearing on August 19th, 2016. It's taken a while.
Yeah.
The warrant got issued. It looks like you got arrested on the warrant.
Yeah, the other day. I actually got my driver's license and I got clean. I didn't know that on the 16th or on 2016. I wasn't sure that I had to be here. I'm sure they notified me. I just didn't receive it somehow. It was kind of a crazy time in my life, and I had no idea.
You would have been told on you were here on July the 15th,
Right.
of 2016, and another hearing was set for August 19th. It was to give you a chance to get your license back.
Yeah, and
you have your license with you?
Yes, I did. I got them recently. I didn't even know I had a warrant. I just got them this last few months, and I've been clean for the last year.
Okay.
And I didn't know I had this warrant. I actually just got my license. Got all my fines still taken care of in West Virginia and Ohio. And I completed treatment a few years back. I just didn't know it was lingering out there. And I paid all my fines off everywhere else. I didn't know I had this warrant out for me.
This license was just...
Yeah, I just got it.
April the 8th of 25.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I encourage your getting clean. That's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
So what I'll do, this was a failure to reinstate
Yes.
license. If you'll pay the court costs, I'll dismiss it. You pay the court costs?
Yes, sir.
$25.
That's fine.
Pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, city clerk will be dismissed upon you paying court costs. So what I'm going to do, though, because I've learned a few things over the years. I'm a slow learner, but eventually I'll learn. People tell me, like, I'm not saying you're going to do this, but people say, yeah, Judge, I'm going to go pay the cost.
Yes, sir.
Then they walk straight out the door and never pay the cost.
I understand.
So I'm going to put it on the docket, and then if you haven't paid it,
Absolutely. I'm going
you
right
have
now.
warrant issues. So
Yes, sir.
I'll set it for pre-trial on July the 18th.
Okay.
If you paid it by then, it'll be dismissed.
Okay, thank you.
If you got it today, I suggest...
Yes, I'm going right now.
Before you leave.
Absolutely, right now.
Any questions about what you got to do?
No, sir.
Okay. Congratulations on getting clean.
Yes, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Cameron Lambert. Case number CRB 1978.
Okay, this was a theft offense, and your Cameron Lambert.
Yes, sir.
It's alleged that you failed to appear for a review hearing on it October the 16th, 2019, and got a warrant for failure to appear. And it looks like you got arrested on the warrant. Is that right? You admit you failed to appear?
Yes.
You have an explanation?
I was actually living in Beckley, West Virginia, about 3 or 4 hours away from here at the time that happened. I moved from that address and just simply didn't know. I paid all my fines. I completed all my community service. I thought it was over with. I wasn't aware that there would be a review process. Otherwise, I'd have definitely come.
Well, I'm showing that you did pay your fine, but I'm not showing you did your community service. Where did you do your community service?
I mowed grass with Tim on several occasions. On the days that I made my payments, some of those days are days that I did my community service as well.
It's not entered. I had no credit for community service for you. I'm showing you still owe 5 days of community service.
Okay.
Where are you living now?
I live in Chesapeake.
So you came back.
I did.
Are you from here originally?
No, sir.
From Beckley?
Correct.
Well, you could have avoided all this if you'd stayed in Beckley, but you didn't, so now you gotta take care of it. So you owe a warrant fee and 5 days community service. So what I'm gonna do, and now you have a bond up, so it won't go 6 years before 5.5 years. Because if you don't show up now, the bail bondsman does not, see, what did he post for you? $1,500. He
Yes.
does not like paying $1,500 to the court.
Yeah, and he doesn't have far to go to find me now, so.
And he almost never pays $1,500 to court because he goes snatches people up when they don't show up for their hearings.
Well, I will definitely be
So you
here.
have to come. All
So I
right.
am gonna have to recomplete the community service.
Or if you got some documentation or something
I
that
don't
shows
have
you
any
did the community
paperwork.
service, I'll take a look at it, but I got nothing in the file showing you did it.
No,
Mr. Newman's still around. I mean, he used to be the community service director, so.
well, I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
know
yeah,
him
so
from
you did.
bingo, so he may remember, he may remember me.
Try
There's
that.
some chance. I will ask, however.
Wonder if he had another case, it could be that it was done on a
Yeah,
different
did-
case as well. but
Did you have another case?
Mhm.
that-
All right, July 14th is going to be your next review here.
July 14th.
That's a Monday, July 14th at 9 o'clock. Oh, it's not a review, sorry. It's going to be a sentencing now because you have a bond up. So it'll be at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on July 14th.
July 14th, 10 a.m. I do have a question. How much was that fee that you said that I would have to?
$50.
$50.
Or
Was that
issuing
a
warrant.
remainder of the? of
That's
my-
all you got left on your cost is $50.
Okay, sorry, I thought it was paid off.
Well, it was, but then you didn't show up for your review hearing, and there's a $50 fee for issuing a warrant.
Oh,
The clerks out here have to type up a warrant, and they have to send it to the sheriff, and the sheriff has to send it all police. I mean, it's worth more than $50 actually to do it, but we charge a fee for doing it, and that doesn't even probably touch the cost that actually costs the taxpayers to pay all those people to issue a warrant. Then when you show up, they gotta go to the reverse process and call it back in. It's a pain to find in.
I understand now. I just didn't know if I had occurred it that way or if it was a remainder, because I thought I had paid off for
You
the
paid
original
the
charge.
face amount, but when you didn't show up, you got a $50 additional cost for getting a warrant issued.
Is there a specific due date for that?
Whenever you, yeah.
Just, okay.
Just pay it. I wish I could set a date, but if I did that, I'd have to rope off Sims Township, just put a fence around it, and then run people out there because so many people wouldn't pay. Because the jail almost doesn't hold, well, the jail doesn't hold the people we have now. We gotta send them to Yawgey County, Scaggs County, Morrow County. But we wouldn't even try that. We'll just rope off a township and run them out there where there's not hardly any people.
Herd them in.
Yeah. That's a pretty good idea, though, isn't it?
Clean
Put them in
down.
tents out in Sims Township. Just get it done. Take care of it.
Yes, sir.
Come back on July 14th.
Yes, sir.
Or get it done before then you don't have to come back.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Nyla Barnes, case number CRB 25319.
Is it, how do you pronounce your first name?
Nyla.
Nyla.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Barnes, you have a charge against you alleged on May the 18th in Fayette Township. You caused or created a substantial risk of harm to property of another person, being a motor vehicle belonging to Stanley Craven, and that you did that without his consent. So that's criminal damaging as a charge against you. It's a second-degree misdemeanor. Carries a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail, $750 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead?
Lawyer appointed.
Okay, not guilty. Do you have a job?
No, sir.
You have no income?
No.
I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you.
Hi.
Not guilty plea is entered. Any objection to no R bond?
No, Your Honor.
She can sign a signature bond of $1,000.
Should need to be fingerprinted, Your Honor.
I'd say so, yeah, doesn't look like it's been done, so I'll make that a condition of bond. You have to go get fingerprinted. You have to take the form that you're signing as bond, it's gonna make you a copy, take that to the jail, get fingerprinted. And then I'm looking in July.
Let's see
Every
here.
day, any day in July except the 11th. Probably need to start staying away from the 18th too.
Okay. And I'm not good the 7th, 21st, and 28th. So,
Okay, how about the 14th?
14th will work, yes.
July 14th. The next hearing will be a pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
Let's step inside and
Yes,
talk.
thank you, sir.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Zoe Steel, case number CRB 2531.
Ma'am, are you Zoe Steel?
Yes,
Have you received a copy of the charge?
yes,
The charge is aggravated menacing, and it alleges that in Union Township, May 22nd of this year, you knowingly caused Cameron Berry to believe you were going to cause serious physical harm to the person or property of Cameron Berry. That's a first-degree misdemeanor aggravated menacing charge, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
yes, sir.
You understand the rights you have?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, please.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a barista at Bigby Coffee in Proctorville, Ohio.
At what church? Did you say a church?
No, coffee shop.
Oh, okay. I thought you said priest. You said
Barista.
barista. I thought you said a priest. Okay. I have to determine your gross annual income. What do you make in a week, a month, or can you tell me your gross annual income? What do you think you make?
I've only been there for about a month. It's $11 an hour, and I'm working part-time right now.
Okay, well, you're going to be eligible for court-appointed lawyer then. Okay, I'm going to appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. Enter a not guilty plea. Is there a protection order requested here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any problem with you staying away from Cameron Berry?
No,
You don't live with this person? Okay, you're not to go around, contact, or post things about Cameron Berry while the case is pending. And you're going to sign a piece of paper saying as much, so that's called a protection order, then you'll get a copy of it, and Mr. Steyer can go over it with you. I'll let her sign a $2,000 signature bond.
When are you looking to come back for cases, Your Honor?
In July, the dates that are pretty filled up already are the 11th, 18th, and the 7th isn't that good. 7th, 11th, and 18th are pretty full. So she will need fingerprinting too, so we'll make that a part of the bond.
21st work, Your Honor?
Yes. July 21st, be the next hearing, pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
July 21.
Well, these fingerprinting requirements, we have to move the courthouse back to Burlington, where it started. And these people were on so long, I put it there to begin with.
Sign here and here. And then you don't want to leave until you've gotten a copy of this from her. I'm talking to you, but it may be a few more minutes before she gets back to you. Thank you.
Do I do this with as well, or do I take this with me?
You keep that. And I'll come out and talk to you in just a couple minutes. Wait for me in the lobby. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brenda Richie, case number TRC 23507, A, B, C, and D.
All right, you're Brenda Richie?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Richie, this is an older case. It's alleged on May 7th, 2023, at 6:13 p.m. in Fayette Township, you were operating a motor vehicle while you were under the influence of either alcohol, drugs, or a combination of those things. So last, it would be your first conviction. You got convicted. On a first offense, the maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. The minimum penalty is 3 days in treatment, $375 fine, 6-month license suspension. You understand that charge?
Yeah.
Also charged with not having a license. That's unclassified misdemeanor, maximum penalty, 500 hours of community service, $1,000 fine, no jail time though. Not wearing a safety belt, that's a mandatory $30 fine. And failure to control your vehicle, that's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty, $150 fine. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to these charges?
I'd like to plead not guilty so I can get a lawyer.
Okay? I mean, are not guilty plea for you? Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I clean King's Daughters Hospital.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
13,
How many hours a week do you work?
30.
Okay, well, you're going to be eligible when you're working part-time. All right, Mr. Warford, I'll appoint you.
Good, how about you?
She has a bond out now, she's posted a bond. We'll set this for a pretrial, and the dates that are available, actually, in July, I'll give you the dates that are available. The 7th, the 11th, 14th, 18th, so the 3rd, and then the 21st and after.
Judge, I'm not available the 3rd. That's the only day I'm unavailable in July.
21st then?
21st works.
July 21st will be the next hearing, and it'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Robert Scaggs, that's number CRT 24212.
All right, this was set for a sentencing hearing on June 23rd, so that was Monday. And so as you weren't here, and I'm assuming you got a call from Mr. Sowers.
I spoke with him, yes. I didn't show up on Monday, kind of forgot really. My wife her mother was in the hospital having heart surgery on Monday. So I was honestly had forgotten to come up Monday due to everything else. And I spoke with him Monday afternoon, I think it was. He told me to come up today, and
Okay. I'll withdraw the warrant since you've shown up today. And you still owe some community service and just $20 on your time.
Brenda Richie, now the bench warrant case, so it's $130.
Okay. It went up. There was a additional court cost, so. All right, do you have, what about your community service? When are you going to get that done?
I'm going to try to get it done as soon as possible. I was supposed to, went over a couple of weeks ago with the lady at Salvation Army and done it, but she was out, I guess she was sick or something, so I didn't actually get to,
Salvation Army where?
in Portsmouth.
Okay.
I believe I approved that thing.
Okay. All right, get it done. Now you're going to be on the sentencing docket because you've got a bond up, which means it won't take years to get you back in here because you know Mr. Sowers is very diligent about getting people in. Okay, so I'm going to set your next hearing. July 28th. That'll be a sentencing hearing. 10 o'clock. Get this finished and quit coming to these hearings.
Will do.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Jamie B. Weiss, case number CRB 24603, CRA 2046A and B, CRB 2049.
Okay, this was set for review on June 20th, a week ago. Surprise, you were not here.
Yeah, I was on through Zoom. I was having issues through Zoom. I was able to get through a couple times. I think I
Okay, now.
yeah, cutting in and out. Yeah.
Wasn't working.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, you've done your community service, you're working on your fines now.
Yes, sir.
You don't have that much left.
How much do I have left again? I've got
I'm
that.
showing $200 total.
Okay.
For 2 cases.
Okay. That's everything total, correct?
Everything.
Okay.
Do you have a payment today?
Honestly, it would probably be, I can make it better. I could make a small payment today, but if I could have a couple days, I could make a more substantial payment.
Let's do a small payment.
Okay.
Just to show some good faith.
$10 it is then?
Okay.
Also, may I say something? I'm in Lexington only for a couple more months. If I could continue to do the Zoom until I move back here, that would.
That's fine as long as you're making progress on your case.
Awesome.
I mean, you're only going to have $190 left.
Yeah, I'm ready to get this over with.
So I'm going to set it. I mean, apparently, we had other people that were able to appear by teleconference, so it must have been something on your end.
It was my service, yes.
Okay.
I've done it for months. It's been fine. Just last week was the issue, so I appreciate you letting me finish through Zoom, though. That helps.
Okay, I'll give you till August the 8th. So if you get it done by then, you don't have to be here either way.
August 8th, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Okay, thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Michael W. Michaelinsky, case number CRB 24176.
Well, you tested positive for ketamine.
I don't know why. I mean, I haven't done anything. I don't even
And
really.
buprenorphine, which buprenorphine's okay. I assume, do you have a prescription for that? Okay, well, I want you to report that to your provider.
Yeah, they just tested me Thursday. They do every time I go.
I'll set your next hearing August 1st.
August 1st?
August 1st, 9 o'clock.
All right. I'm gonna try to get some of the community service done too while I'm at it.
I'll be looking for it.
We're ready for the pretrial, Your Honor.
Okay, we're starting the pretrial docket, so people that have cases for pretrials need to be in the courtroom, as do the lawyers that want their cases heard.
State of Ohio versus Robert Clark, case number TRC 25896, A, B, and C.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, this is set for pretrial today.
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding after speaking with the state on this matter, they will eventually move to dismiss the OBI due to evidentiary issues in this case. As part of that, Mr. Clark would need to attend the 3-day school. I've talked to him about that. I would ask that we come back, say, July 8th. Let me double check my date here. I think the 18th. That'd be okay. He thinks he can. If not, then we'll have to attend to it. But
The 18th, you said, July 18th?
yes, sir.
Now, the only problem with that, Judge Cummings will be presiding that day.
Oh, we cannot do that day then.
Unless we waived our.
No, we can't. There's no. That's so technical. I don't think that's waivable. July 25th, we should be able to do, Your Honor, if that's okay.
July 25th will be the next hearing.
Thank you.
10 o'clock, July 25th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Adam Hudson, case number TRC 25978, A, B.
This is Mr. Smith's case, set for pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, I spoke with Mr. Hill, and we conversed about this case in chambers. It's my understanding the state's going to proceed on the A case, not the H case. So we decided on both provisions of the code.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And in return for that, my client would enter a no contest plea with stipulation of facts sufficient for the court to find him guilty.
So it will be considered not a high test.
Correct, Judge. There were some other issues. Yes, that's correct.
All right, Mr. Hudson, do you agree with what your attorneys represent to the court?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you want. You don't have to. Do you have anything you want to say before you're sentenced?
Appreciate just the cooperation and understanding.
Okay, so, we treat this as a first offense low test score. It's on the higher end of low though, so I am going to impose a $700 fine because of that. Or you pay the court costs. 6-month license suspension.
Would that be effective the date of the arrest, Judge? The suspension?
I'm sorry, I've got to respond.
Oh, okay. I didn't say, okay, yes. I was just asking, Judge, he was stopped on May 10th, the suspension would be right away. Thank you.
Suspension will start on May 10th. 20-day jail sentence suspended, 5 days community service, 2 years level 4 probation. He's going to go to the driver intervention program.
He is, Judge.
And in addition to that, he's going to get an assessment for substance.
Yes, that was our agreement. As part of probation, he has to get an assessment. If he's required to have treatment, he'll comply.
So, now, issue on that is how you're going to get that. How do you pay for medical services?
I have health insurance through.
Yeah, health insurance, so probably OVP would be your best bet. There is a representative from OVP here today, Ms. Net, and talk to her about getting that done. And they have facilities in West Virginia, you're a West Virginia resident.
Yes.
And he's asking for a work permit.
He is, Judge, and his mother's just some medical appointments, health and work, to court for the community service, things like that, yes.
Community service and to any counseling and the driver intervention program. To the first review hearing, so we're not going to, we've learned a trick after that. People not doing what they're supposed to. We only let it run until the first review hearing. So let's set a review hearing in September. September 19th will be the first review hearing. On the speed offense, I'm going to impose a $50 fine. That's, you'll need to see Mr. Major about his probation.
Yes, sir.
Decide where he wants to go to the driver intervention program. He's got to go to 1 year or?
I'm sure, well, you can understand how it works. Probably here, Judge. He lives up in West Virginia. I'm assuming the closest one.
Okay, Mr. Major can give you the information about that. There was a person here from the program, but I'm not sure they're still here. Okay. They are, okay, so you talked, oh, she is, I didn't see her. Okay, so you talked to her about getting signed up, and then your first review hearing is September the 19th at 9 a.m. Just check out, everything I told you is going to be on a piece of paper that probation officer is going to get.
Appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Justin K. Thomas, case number TRC 25-1274A and B.
Good morning again, Your Honor.
This is Mr. McCown's case?
Yes, Your Honor, I've just been retained today. I'll be filing a notice of appearance along with discovery demand, so if we could come back on the 25th as well, if that's okay with the court.
All right, pre-trial July 25th. July 25th at 10 o'clock, case will be set for pre-trial. Anything else?
Not today, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
State of Ohio versus Rainey Slaughter, case number CRB 25391 A, B, and C. Case number, State of Ohio versus Robert Slaughter, case number CRB 25390 A and B. Got it, these are the arraignments.
And ma'am, you're Amy Slaughter, and sir, you're Robert Slaughter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Slaughter, 391A case alleges that on June 25th, in Perry Township, the only cause, or private cause, was harm to J.M. So that usually tells me it's a minor, because they're only using initials. It's an assault charge, first degree misdemeanor, maximum only 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. 391B alleges June 25th in Perry Township, You were the parent or custodian of a child, and you did A, abet, induce, or cause, or encourage that child to become unruly or delinquent. That's contributing to the unruliness or delinquency of a child. The first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. C case, 391C alleges that June 24th, Cary Township, you caused inconvenience, annoyance, alarm to other people by engaging in fighting, threatening to do harm to other people or their property. That's disorderly conduct. It's a fourth degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charges, man?
Yes, sir.
And then Mr. Slaughter, it looks like, you have 2 charges, so let's see what this. The A case is contributing to unruliness or delinquency. That's the same as Amy's A case. And then you've got disorderly conduct, fourth degree misdemeanor charge. You do not have the B case that she has. You don't have the assault charge. So you have the same charge she does except the assault. She is charged with assault and you're not. You understand the charges against you, Mr. Slaughter?
Yes, sir.
How do you each wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Do you want lawyers appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have jobs?
I don't.
I do.
What do you do, ma'am?
I work at Food Fair in the deli in South Point.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
11,
How many hours a week?
20 to 25 a week.
Okay, you're both eligible for 420 lawyers, and because there potentially could be a conflict between your positions on this case, I'm going to appoint 2 separate lawyers. And see, I think I've appointed everybody one case. Is Tyler Smith here? Was he on the docket?
He's on the docket, he won't be here. He's North Carolina judge. Okay. And I represent both, I would have a conflict.
Okay.
In respect, I'm still representing Mr. Slaughter, and I just finished representing her, so I should be considered.
All right, so I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent Amy Slaughter and Mr. Steyer to represent Robert Slaughter.
You posted on or?
No.
Okay, it's
Is the state seeking any protection orders?
Well, yes, it's very possible. For JM.
Who is this?
Is JM a child in your household or somebody?
No, it's somebody else's household. It's a friend. It was a friend of my child, so.
Okay, so it's not a problem for you to stay away?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, no worries, stay away. Both of you stay away from JM. Anybody else?
Yes. And it'll take us a minute to get those
Okay.
ready for them to
So
sign.
we need to stick around and sign those.
No, not right here.
So we need a date when both can be here. Both of can be here at the same time. So the dates, I've got the 3rd of July is open.
That's a separate issue from this court, as far as having to do with that.
3rd of July and July 21st and after.
21st, I think, well, is it 21st we said something on? Give me a second here, Your Honor, let me look at my calendar again. I just said something on the 21st, that day would work for me.
It would have to be that Friday, Your Honor.
25th.
Yeah.
I have a jury trial that day.
Okay, how about the next week?
That following Friday, July is really a bad month.
August 1st I'm available, which is the next Friday.
Yeah, that'll work, August 1st.
All right, next hearing will be August 1st. God, summer's almost gone.
Yeah.
August 1st. pre-trials on both cases.
10 a.m.
10 o'clock, and they both posted bonds?
Yes.
Okay. Both your bonds are continued?
Were you fingerprinted?
Yeah. Well, I'm working the system.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'll fingerprint this time.
Okay, he wasn't fingerprinted, so we'll need to have an order for that, Your Honor.
Yeah, so I'll make, you need to get an order for them to, we usually have it on the bond, but they've already posted the bond. You weren't taken to the jail?
We were both taken to the jail. I was already on file, so they just threw me in a cell.
Well, let's see. Amy, they did fingerprint.
Okay. So I guess they just said they had his fingerprints already.
Well, what I was told,
It's linked
no,
to occurrence.
we've got his too, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't have to go back to jail to get fingerprinted. What they've been telling us is any new charge, you have to be fingerprinted.
All right, we're good. So,
We're ready to go to the Lawrence County Jail, Your Honor.
Okay, we're going to jail for some hearings now.
State of Ohio versus Stanley Bennett, case number CRA 25342, CRB 25343, CRD 251319, A, B, and C, CRB 23163. And Brian Cooper is on deck.
it's my understanding, Your Honor, and I don't know if any of those numbers were this new, it's not a new charge, it's an old charge that never been arraigned. Was that among the numbers called?
Probably not, I don't think so. There's a 23 case, Your Honor, that we have that was never arraigned, and I thought it was probably best to address it. We intend to dismiss it.
Do you have a case number?
Yes, it's, well, actually I don't. It's, let's see here.
I've got a 23-162.
What's the charge, Your Honor?
Failing to provide for functioning impaired person.
That's the case
Yeah,
I'm
that's
looking
it.
for.
So, that was, of course, in 23, and the alleged person that was not taken care of has passed away since. So,
So you want to acknowledge?
probably need to acknowledge that, yes.
So no objection to that, Your Honor.
23-163 is knowledge.
We still have plenty of other cases, however, and I guess we're still waiting on an ankle monitor to become available.
Well, there should be some now, but we were looking at several.
He has a holder out of common pleas.
He has a holder out of common pleas court.
I think Wednesday he's gonna be getting ankle monitor.
Okay. So he's got a holder out of common pleas. Wednesday's gonna have an ankle monitor on. Is that Mr. Morford's case? Same that have in common pleas on Wednesday? Yes. Okay, Mr. Morford has him in common pleas.
Okay, so it's not that there's not an ankle monitor available, they just haven't agreed that he can go to treatment.
Well, right, there's another holder at this
You're
point.
anticipating that they will agree that he'll go with an ankle monitor.
Well, again, that's Mr. Morford's case.
That's my understanding, Judge, yes.
Okay. How do we want to handle the case here? Do you want to come back just to check to make sure you did go?
Well, I would like to ask that the bond be revised, because I think the way it's written up now, I don't know if they're putting an ankle monitoring would satisfy that. So if you were to just change it to an OR bond or release to treatment, I think that might be cleaner, because their ankle monitor would serve the purpose without causing a delay. But I don't know if that's actually necessary or not. It just seems like it may be an additional hurdle if your bond also requires an ankle monitor.
That's fine, I can make it release to treatment with 2,000 OR bond, subject to the common pleas conditions.
And then I'd like to ask if we could, I don't know if you said the 7th was a bad day or not.
Well, it's getting to be.
Just to check in, because at that point, hopefully he should be there, and we'll have a few days to have a meaningful
We can do
report.
it. It's getting to be kind of like a typical day around here.
Yeah.
RRS.
RRS, yeah.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Since he has a charge in common pleas court, and this is a possession charge, actually it's an F3, I don't know whether it might be better to eventually send this charge over to be with that one also.
But if you're gonna do that, I would think it might be better to do that before he goes to court next week. And and speak to Mr. Morford about the possibility of doing a bill of information on Wednesday.
What is he charged with?
Go get his phone.
I mean, they belong together anyway, I think
Yeah.
it's,
But there may be are there also old cases here? They're still going to be lingering on the docket anyway?
there's a paraphernalia.
There's 20 cases, it was only 2646, 2015, 22. He was going to treatment, he pled guilty to the OVI, and he was still going to treatment on with the felony pending. So there's a felony from back in 2020 still pending while he was doing treatment. So maybe they all need to go to common plea.
I don't think I have those case numbers.
2646, 2015, 22. Apparently the TRC obviously is a misdemeanor. He pled guilty to it, but I was holding off on sentencing while he was doing treatment, and then looks like he quit going to treatment sometime in 2022.
Well, I believe that's Mr. Hill's judgment, what he wants to do with those. If he plans to take the cases to common pleas, I would ask him to withdraw the guilty plea on the OVI if that's part of the same transaction. I don't know if it is or not.
I don't know without looking, but I'm going to assume it probably is.
It got more complicated than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It might end up, well, I'd like to have a chance to look at it.
Let's set it for the 7th then, Your Honor, if we could.
Okay. Everything that Mr. Bennett has is set for July 7th in this court at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
And Mr. Morford and Mr. Hill, I guess it would be, I think it would behoove everything if defense counsel and whoever the prosecutor is in these police cases discuss this and decide, do we want to put everything together, how do we want to handle it, let's get a plan, see how you're going to handle all these cases.
Okay, I'll find that out.
Rather than acting like, oh, these are two separate worlds that don't even communicate or talk to each other or let each other know they exist, which is what happens sometimes. Okay.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brian Cooper, case number TRD 21-1976, and Michael Davis is on deck.
Okay, Brian Cooper, that's you, sir? Yes, sir. Okay, it looks like you got arrested on failure to appear for review hearing, sentencing from 2023, and I'm showing that you had 2 days of community service that you never did. So I guess the first question is, do you admit or deny you missed your hearing back in 2023?
I might have, I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I came to the hearing. I don't know what's going on really. I've been working out now, I've been working a lot. Trying to stay out of trouble, obviously. I haven't been in trouble in a while.
Okay, do you want a lawyer on this? You want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer on this?
Be appointed a court-appointed lawyer.
Yeah, do you want me to consider appointing you a lawyer?
Yeah, sure.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you do?
I work on the river, shore Madina.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be eligible. What kind of income do you have?
I make a 1950 day, or 1950 an hour.
What are you making an average year? What's your gross annual income? That's what I have to determine.
Probably 50, 60,000.
Okay, unless you got a whole slew of kids, I can't appoint a lawyer.
I got 4 kids, I pay $1,500 a month in child support.
That's a bunch. Okay, I'll appoint a lawyer for you. Where's Mr. Morford? Oh, there he is, okay. I overlooked you. Mr. Morford, I'm going to appoint you. Question? If I give you a bond, can you post it?
I've got very little money right now. Is this just over 2 days of, 2 days of, community service?
Yes, it is.
What if, can I get out and do the 2 day community service?
After you post a bond.
Yeah, I guess I could try to make whatever bond you make, but I ain't got much money.
I'll set it at 1,500, cash or surety. You think you can post that?
$1,500?
If you got $1,500, you can deposit with the clerk. As long as you come to court when you're ordered to, you get it all back at the end of your case. If you don't have $1,500, okay, I'm not finished. If you don't have $1,500, you can hire a bail bondsman, and they're on the hook for the $1,500, but you got to pay them a fee, and you lose the fee. It's usually 10%, so you're talking about $150.
Yeah, I can probably do it under $50.
These fines and costs are paid off. It's 2 days of community service, yes. But is there somebody that can post this bond?
Yes, Your Honor. How much is it?
It's going to be about, I mean, I'm not the bail bondsman, but usually it's 15%, $150. Okay, you got a friend here that says he's going to post your bond for you. So, you can talk to Mr. Cooper and he will help you get connected with the bail bondsman. And then I'll give you a hearing. When will you be back? Because you're going to be out on the river for a while, then you come back?
I'm home every day, but my work schedule is, work 7 days straight, and I'm off for 3 or 4.
Okay, well, I'm going to set it for August the 1st. That gives you plenty of time to get 2 days of community service done. And you can do community service any day but Sunday at 7:30 here at the court.
All right.
So get it done and you don't have to come back. And it'll be set August the 1st at 10 o'clock for sentencing.
All right.
So when your friend posts the bond, then you'll get out of jail, which should probably be this afternoon sometime. Do you have a phone number where Mr. Morford can get in touch with you?
Yes.
You want to give it to him? He's right here in the courtroom.
Yes. 740-646-4273.
4373?
4273.
4273. Thank you, sir. Judge, may I have your file?
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Michael Davis, case number CRB 25362A and CRB 24767, CRB 24649A and B, CRB 24215, and William Earl was the of that.
All right, sir, it's going to post the bond. Mr. Cooper will come talk to you, give you the information about how to get that.
I gave you Mr. Saller's phone number.
Okay, all right.
Your Honor, I believe everything has been arraigned in terms of actual charges, but there's also been a new probation violation filed, and we haven't done anything on that. We would waive reading the violation and enter denial at this time, and I guess figure out where we are on the universal cases.
Okay, there's a problem. What's the state want to do?
Well, Your Honor, and of course, Ms. McMillan is here. She's the alleged victim of the sexual imposition charge, which we take very seriously. Mr. Davis previously had, I believe, 160 days over his head that he could serve on the prior cases. The new charges are very serious, and So we intend to pursue those. So he's got a $5,000 cash surety bond. We'd like for that, at least that amount to remain. And if Mr. Stryer wants to set it for trial or ask for discovery, either one, we are prepared to do whatever is necessary.
I intend to ask for discovery, Your Honor.
Okay, so come back for another pre-trial.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we need to do.
Uh,
see if I can get my bond loaded.
Is there an amount you believe you could make?
I've been in here 13 days already. I was gonna see if I could get at least,
Okay.
1,500 maybe.
Do you believe you could meet a $1,500?
I believe I could.
Okay, well, if he believes he could meet a $1,500 bond, I would ask for that. We recognize that he does have a lot of time over his head, and that doesn't necessarily mean he wouldn't end up going back later, but I mean, with the jail situation being what it is, if we can get him out, it might be worth our while.
Oh, I think there's a number of reasons for the court not to lower his bond at this point. I think he's a flight risk. He's actually alleged to have committed a pretty serious offense here. He's got a history of offenses. He doesn't seem to respect anybody else's rights.
Sir, I'm gonna caution you not to speak at this point.
Okay, I'll lower it to 3,000. 3,000 cash surety. Now,
There's no way to get a little bit lower than that?
Doesn't sound that way, sir.
No. And when do we want to come back for the next one?
Doesn't sound like he's gonna make that bond, so I'm gonna ask for the 7th if we could, Your Honor.
All right, next hearing will be July 7th on all matters involving this case.
State of Ohio versus William Earls, case number CRA 25-187, CRB 24-788, and Reese Frasier is on deck.
William Earls is Mr. Morgan's case.
Judge, we've received the evaluation back. Does the court have a copy?
I do, yeah.
Incompetent, stand trial, but restorable.
Yeah, so we'll need to add that to our list to discuss with Mary Beth Hoffman.
Well, actually, Mr. Earls was indicted yesterday on this charge, so we
Just take it on to common pleas.
yeah, what I'd like to do, because to avoid there being a gap there, I'd like to just continue this until Monday to make sure that charge gets
arraigned,
filed and arraigned, so maybe a week from today.
So that is the 7th.
Render, does the 25-187 need to be continued? That's the case that was nollied on April 7th.
That's true.
On that case then.
I guess that was already been knowledge of grand jury. 187 was already knowledge of grand jury. So what we got left pending is 25-188 and 24-788.
Yeah, yes, okay, so we did that. It arose out of the same incident, but still, we want to make sure that.
Keep it here until he can nolly it to join up with the felony?
Yes.
Okay, so July 7th. All those cases are continued July 7th.
State of Ohio versus Reese Frasier, case number CRB 2558. And Tyler Lane is on deck.
Set for a pretrial back in May, and Mr. Frazier didn't appear, so you got arrested on the warrant.
I have not done.
Okay, I'm going to revoke his bond that I had continued. There's got to be and set a new bond. Sold bond. And then $1,000. I'm going to make it $2,500 now. $2,500 cash or surety, since he failed to appear before. Said for, well, we can call back up after you talk with him. You want the court's file?
Please.
Okay, your attorney's going to call down and talk to you, sir.
All right.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Tyler Lane, case number CRA 25101, and Carrie McCoy is on deck.
Sir, are you Tyler Lane?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lane, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. I'm going to go over the charge with you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, what you're saying is on the record. It could be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney. You have one appointed if you can't afford one. To have bail, to make the state of Ohio approve the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with possession of cocaine. The state's alleging that on, this is an old charge, October 30th of 2024, in Perry Township, you knowingly were in possession of a controlled substance being cocaine. That's a felony of the 5th degree. Maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
I'm sorry?
Do you have money to hire a lawyer? Have you been?
I represented him yesterday, and well, it was actually in Judge Waldo's court.
Okay.
Where he pled guilty to, he had felony drug charges reduced to a misdemeanor. He was going to go out to treatment with TCC, but there was this Helmer.
Okay. All right, so I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you on this charge since he's representing you on Municipal. Also,
okay. Thank you.
What's the state's position on bond and treatment for Mr. Lane?
We are fine with what's been recommended or what's been explained in the court already. He was in Ironton Municipal, and we anticipated that we would approach the court about allowing him to go to treatment today.
And I heard his name. I didn't hear the specific charges.
Possession of cocaine.
He's like at 5 level though.
At 5.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ask for an OR bond with a requirement of treatment. He's already been assessed and there's a bed waiting for him. They just need to be able to pick him up from the jail, which they couldn't do because of the holder. And then set this back. I'm gonna suggest the 7th just because of the time frame, but if you wanna go longer, that's fine. I just don't wanna ask to go forever out.
Let's see. Okay, we'll do the 7th. July 7th will be the next hearing, preliminary. Mr. Stires, the attorney.
I have a bond down.
2,000 signature bond. He's to be released to the counseling center for inpatient treatment.
And you understand that's a term of your bond, sir?
Yes. You'd have to stay. Next hearing 1 week from today, 10 o'clock.
No, we're going with the 7th of July.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. It would be a week from Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Carrie McCoy, case number CRB 24227. And Eber Madina, or Eber Madina, is on deck.
Here you have McCoy is Mr. Morpher's case. Seen the report, Mr. Morpher?
Yes, Judge.
I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know what to do. We've tried a lot of different things, and at times it seems like we're making progress, but then there's always a problem.
No, I promise people find me wrong or rehab. I will do my best. It'll be the same. I need treatment. I realized the jail application, none of my psychedelics, none of my anything, and that's what I need. I need treatment.
You can't be on the roller coaster anymore.
I understand. You're correct. You don't have to let me follow my lead at the same time.
Well, we have a bed for her anywhere.
I'm sorry, sir, what?
I asked if there's a bed available for you anywhere.
I know that Lawrence County Recovery maybe they agreed. I didn't know if UCC or Home County was available.
Your Honor.
Yeah, she's going to need, I believe, mental health counseling also.
The provider's indicating yes, Your Honor.
Anyone that thinks they're interested, you can call the jail, talk to her. Another suggestion I might have would be, I mean, you've been in the Reese before, haven't you? Have you been in the Reese previously?
No.
Not like they have any beds, but, okay, we'll see what's available and come back to you later in the document.
See you later in the doc.
Yeah, we'll see you later today. We'll try to see what's available.
State of Ohio versus Eber or Eber J. Medina, and Logan Wright is on deck.
So, The representative of Bethesda, he can kind of be the go-between and try to help find a bed for Carrie. Appreciate that. Mr. Warford, you can get your input in there too.
Yes, please. I'm gonna call and talk to her today.
Okay. All right, Madina, that's you, sir? Are you Mr. Madina? Okay, is the audio not working? Can the jailer hear me?
Audio check.
Okay, I can hear you.
I hear you on the headphones.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Probably doesn't speak English.
Okay, Your Honor, I believe we may have to call a translator for you, otherwise we can't speak English.
Okay, we'll do that later.
Okay, thanks, sir.
State of Ohio versus Logan T. Wright, case number CRV 24512 A and B, and Heather Webb is on deck.
All right, Logan Wright.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Wright, it's alleged that you missed a review hearing on June the 9th. And it was on he had an assault charge. Was he at treatment at one point? Was he at a treatment facility?
He was accepted.
Okay, but never.
He was released to us from Watto's, and the holder was just from here.
Okay, so.
We have a bed waiting on him.
And you're from which facility?
Southern Hope.
Southern Hope, okay. So Southern Hope is here saying that they're agreeing to take you into treatment. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's just down the street here from us. So I'm going to release you to go to Southern Hope for treatment. And I'll set another hearing for you. July 21st for a review hearing at 9 o'clock. So.
Yes, sir.
Bring for a review then, July 21st.
At what time?
9 a.m.
Okay.
So I'll enter an order releasing you to Southern Hope today.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Heather M. Webb, case number CRA 2561.
Are you Heather Webb? Ms. Webb, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but if you do make statements, they're all on the record and can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with possession of cocaine.
Yes, sir.
State's alleging that on August, this is an old case, from August of 24, August 29, 2024, Union Township, you knowingly were in possession of cocaine. It's a controlled substance. Maximum penalty for this is a year in jail, $2,000 fine. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You had to make a hire a lawyer?
No.
And you have a co-defendant, don't you? Who were you with at the time?
At that time, I was a friend that I was with, Justin.
Is he in jail now too?
No.
Okay. All right, do you have any income?
At the time, no.
Mr. Smith, I'll appoint you. State's position on bond.
Your Honor, I don't have a file on that one. What's the charge?
Possession of cocaine.
Well,
Hangs in a garage.
we would like to see her avail herself to an assessment and treatment, and if she does that, we would agree to an OR bond.
Okay.
You still live in Huntington, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a West Virginia medical card?
Yeah, yes, yes.
ODP? Have you been to treatment before?
Before I was in the outpatient treatment, at ProAct, back in January, but I didn't stick with it. So does it have to be outpatient or inpatient?
I'm going to let them decide that.
Okay.
They're going to assess you.
Okay.
When did you leave treatment at ProAct?
I tried to go in December of last year, didn't last, and then I tried to go again in January of this year, and was there for about 2 months, and then stopped going.
Okay. Well, I'll set your bond at $2,000 signature bond, OR.
Okay.
And we'll order you to OBP for treatment.
Okay.
And whatever they set up for you, if it's inpatient, that's what you gotta do. They say outpatient's okay, you gotta do that. And then you gotta be back in this court in Chesapeake. You know where the court is in Chesapeake?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta come here, and we're gonna set a date.
Okay.
What's your schedule, Mr. Smith?
How soon do you want to come back, Your Honor?
Well, the 7th or 14th, I would say.
Let's see, 14th, 7th is open, 14th is bad.
Okay, July 7th will be your next hearing.
Okay.
The preliminary hearing at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So someone's going to call down and talk to you about your situation and what treatment you should have. Then you have to be in court July 7th, and they'll give us reports on how you're doing on your treatment.
Okay.
If you don't show up, you'll get a warrant, and because you're charged with a felony, the warrant will be good. In West Virginia, if you get arrested over there, you're going to go to Western Regional and sit for at least 3 weeks before you see a judge in Cabell County. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, we have several recalls in the jail, but we're not ready for those yet.
So then we're back here then.
State of Ohio versus Rainey G. Tawney, case number CRB 2404, CRA 24191, and State of Ohio recalls Andrew Carr, case number CRB 247.
They're outside because of the baby, Your Honor.
Okay, so there's been some discussion, I take it, on course of treatment and what should happen at this point?
Yes, Your Honor, there has been.
Is there a proposal?
Yeah, we spoke about what the situation was, and they're agreeable to do whatever recommendations the court suggests.
I think you need to go back to inpatient.
Yeah. She doesn't disagree with that, Your Honor.
Okay.
The only thing that I have a question about is Hughes. He's only allowed to see the baby once a week on weekends. So I don't know if there's anything we could do about that. But I'm not trying to.
I'll leave that up to the
Yeah, we'll take care of that
council.
when we get back.
I mean, you have to look into the future. I mean, you guys had this thing's going the right way, and now you've blown it all.
Trust me, nobody knows that more than me.
We're back to square one. But, okay? I want you to learn from your mistake, but it is in the past. We gotta put that behind us, and you're capable of doing this, and that's what we gotta focus on. But man, you kind of think about the consequences when you're doing this stuff. Okay, so starting over with inpatient treatment, and Courageous can go with Rainey, I take it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Looks like it.
I want to come back pretty quick to see what's going on, monitor you.
The next date I will be available, Your Honor, will be probably the 11th.
Okay. Both cases are set for July 11th. Mr. Carr's for review, and we could file a probation violation, but we'll hold off on that and see how you do. And Rainey's is set for pre-trials, July 11th.
Now we'll figure that out on our end.
Okay.
Thank you,
No more
Judge.
pretending, no more acting like you're clean. Be clean.
Yes, Your Honor.
See you July 11th.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Candy Long, case number TRC 25-1051, CRB 25306.
John?
Yes, it was a transfer from. I've got, interestingly enough, a narrative ticket. So. Yeah, on the menacing, we don't have it to miss, but we have not heard back from him. So let's do this.
Judge, there are two cases here. One's a transfer, well, I guess they both are. The TRC number, I don't have that in my file. Mr. Hill just got that. There is also a menacing pending that they've not heard back from the victim. I would ask we come back. Not too far out, Judge, but we need to, I guess the state really needs to speak with the victim and the alleged victim, and I need to see the OBI report. Friday? Judge, she says Fridays are better for her. I could do Friday 11th if it's not terrible, but I understand
terrible.
they're all terrible, yeah.
It's more terrible.
More terrible, okay. The most terrible. 18th of July?
18th is better.
That better? Okay. That's fine.
July 18th will be the next hearing. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll get you to talk about it. Yeah, 7, 18, and 10 o'clock. I'll get the information on the OBI, and I'll get you back to the office and talk. You're good to go. All right.
State of Ohio versus Teresa Patton, case number CRB 18485. Teresa, correct that? Teresa Patton.
I don't know either, Ron. Ms. Patton?
Set for pretrial today.
She was, yes.
Life recovery.
Yes, she was in treatment. She wasn't showing up, and recently she's been showing up. I have had no contact. I expect her today.
The last report I had at the end of May was she was actually living here, so.
Yes.
I'll give her 7 days to appear before warrant issues.
I understand, Judge. I'll reach out to you.
State of Ohio versus Adri Price, case number CRB 2557, CRB 24693.
Mr. Smith's case.
Yeah. They released me from the hospital. Dr. Lockheed told me to take my Adrex at night.
So you do well now. Feel pretty good? Because we're trying to figure out a long-term solution. Is that you come back to the
Well, I'm planning on doing because we're working on a solution at home too. And we're trying to figure out how do I stay in the county or do I go somewhere else?
When I talk to Mary about her age after they declare, see if we can get something.
Yeah.
We're just not there yet.
Well, Claremont County, what they're planning on, because I talked to Dr. Lockheed, he said that he would get me in with immunology with Mercy Health and all of them. That's in Claremont. It's about an hour and
Okay, I know where that's at.
that's up in Scioto County.
Oh, I thought Claremont was Cincinnati.
Mm-mm.
I could be wrong. Sometimes
Plus I told Mom that the ultimate solution is I do outpatient with them and then from there. Mhm. I'm back in the house.
Okay. Good.
All right. We got an agreement on how we're going to proceed.
Well, Your Honor, it's my understanding now that somebody has come to her aid at her house. We don't know who it is, but it's helped her clean up things a little bit.
She indicates she's back in the house now, Judge, not in the car.
So that's an improvement, but we still have concerns about her well-being. What we would like to do, Your Honor, is have a conference with Appalachian Behavioral after court to find out what options we have at this point.
Okay.
Agreeable,
Are the
Judge.
utilities on at the house, and
She indicates they are.
who's responsible for getting those paid?
I'm doing it through my mother's checking account. So I'm paying everything and
But I assume she had some sort of direct deposit, pension, or something like that.
yes, that I know of, that is correct.
And do you have someone locally that helps you?
Well, my sister doesn't want anything to do with me, and then my other sister is in Montgomery County. I don't know her address off the top of my head. Her name is Tori Ward, but I am planning on getting back in with immunology and all of them with Mercy Health Claremont, and maybe looking into going to classes with Shawnee. I don't know, but
Okay, but
she's going to do some
someone to
out.
help you with the day-to-day stuff.
Well-
Wasn't that what you indicated, Mr. Smith, about someone was actually helping?
Yes, Judge. Who's actually coming and helping you?
nobody. I'm doing it.
Well, Mr. Hill indicated there might be somebody helping her. You know who?
Oh, that's just,
Someone was there Sunday helping us clean up the car. Some lady.
Alyssa Kazee, she was checking in on me.
Is she a friend of yours or is she?
Neighbor.
Okay, so she checks in on you to make sure you're okay?
I'm actually Facebook friends with her, and I could show you.
Well, it's okay. I just make sure there's somebody there you can reach out to close if you need
And
immediate assistance and things like that.
yeah, and plus I also have the sheriff's office on speed dial in case I need help too. Like if someone,
If we could get another date, we could speak in chambers. It sounds like she's amenable to, and maybe Claremont Mercy will help her establish some type of outpatient assistance. Is that what you're telling me? You'd be willing to do that?
yeah, and I've already,
Is that where she went?
Yes, briefly she was there, that Claremont Mercy Health System, yes, Judge.
yes, and I asked the social worker, I could actually bring in my records next court date and get that done.
We're going to help you.
Get all my immunology stuff, I can get that, and then,
Will you work on getting that, bring it to me for the next hearing? We'll get the next hearing set up now, okay?
right.
And you get that, I'll get copies.
and I'll email everything.
You just,
including-
yes, send me an email, absolutely, attach it.
I've actually tried to, I sent you a text message when I was at Mercy Health Claremont.
If I got that or not, check and see. How far out do we want to go, Judge?
Not that far, but we're really jammed up. The 7th and the 11th, so what's your availability?
Either one of those two, whatever's best for the court.
Probably the 7th. is when we
I can do that, Judge, yes.
July 7th will be the next hearing.
At 10, right?
At 10 o'clock.
You got it. And email that stuff to me and I'll see you on the 7th at 10, okay? Thanks, Adrian.
But, so what do you mean by the charges will be?
State of Ohio versus Amy Van Zandt, case number TRC 25-830.
I kind of get in contact with you over the phone, so.
I've been in jury trials, so I haven't.
In this case, set for pre-trial.
well,
We might.
I did find out something else about it, and that is that we do not have an indication that it is a second Amy Van Zandt. Yeah.
Judge, this is a case, I filed discovery, it has been answered by the state. It's my understanding we're waiting for urine test results. Mr. Hill is checking, but even if they had them this morning, I would still need time to go with my client, so I guess what I'm asking for is a continuance to allow the state to provide me with the urine test results. I haven't seen them.
They're not in yet.
They're still not.
Well, I guess we're only about,
Should be any day now, it looks like.
The 90 days runs on about July the 24th, so obviously we want to come back before then.
7, 11, or 18, Judge. I'm good.
okay, July 11th, bring your lunch and maybe dinner.
I will.
July 11th was pre-trial.
State of Ohio versus Thomas White, case number TRC 25-9.
Smith's case.
Judges was set out 90 days, and I understand that it could be dismissed on payment of costs if there's no further problems, which we're checking on. If you have any further conflict, any issues,
What's the state's position on this?
I believe that we're okay with the dismissal with the payment of costs.
We're agreeable with that, Judge.
Yes. Pay the cost of that?
What is it?
255, and then there's bench run fees and sheriff's fees on it.
255.
Yeah, I can pay it.
Probation.
All right. See the clerk. Pay the costs, be dismissed upon payment.
Another 4 days, or dismissing.
I'm just gonna say, I'm putting a note on it, you know, if he doesn't know.
He's heading that way now.
State of Ohio versus Aaron K. Freeman, case number CRB 25-318, CRB 25-174.
Same situation, Judge. I covered my brother. He's in North Carolina. I understand it was to be dismissed on payment of costs if no further problems.
There is a new charge,
Oh, that I was not aware of.
25-318. Is this Aaron Freeman?
He was Freeman? Yeah, Mr. Okay, it's ours. Here downstairs.
I don't have an extra copy.
Oh, right there.
Have you received a copy of the charge?
Yeah. I have, Judge.
She's not even pushing for it. I just let her help before I come here.
Well, okay, so she said he doesn't live there. And how about his anger management? How's he doing?
He's not very well, but
Yeah, but there was a new case.
See if graduation date.
Is there a year?
I have to talk to his counselor, but I can find out for you.
Judge, am I correct that he has not been arraigned on the 318 case?
Correct.
Okay. In that case, I would enter a not guilty plea on that case, waive reading, and set these cases together. And see if we can, it can be a joint resolution.
Okay, I'll appoint Tyler Smith, enter a not guilty plea as to the new charge. He can, on this one, he can sign a $1,000 OR. I think he has a bond up on the other case. He has appeared.
That's your problem,
It looks to me from reading his report, he's made some progress, but he's still got things he needs to do on his counseling.
All right, both versus.
So continue with that.
Did you get arrested? You think you went to jail?
The first time.
On
You'll need to be fingerprinted.
Got to do, you have to go back.
Take that part along.
And they gotta just stop by the jail. You'll get a copy of this order, and they'll give you an order from, you'll have an order from the court to appear to get the fingerprints. You just knock on the door.
It's on the bond.
Oh, okay.
I'll give him a copy of that, and he takes that to the jail.
Just take it, when you, with the bond, just got it on there, you'll just take it to jail, hit the buzzer, tell them why you're there, the fingerprint should be right back out. You gotta pick another date for yourself.
Let's go a month out or so.
That's fine, Tyler's there for the last half of July and early August, so if you pick a date, that will.
July 28th?
Yes, as long as he says after the 18th, so that'll be fine. 28th.
July 28th will be the next hearing.
Fine. Be 10 o'clock. But do make sure you go to jail as part of your bonds. They gotta do electronic fingerprints. And I'll tell Tyra to get hold of you before that.
And where I had fingerprinted before, it's not.
Yeah, because you got a new charge, yeah. I think the word was to get a new charge, you got to get it, sir.
State of Ohio versus Kayla Harris. Case number TRD 211692, CRB 21209. Mr. Stiers.
Your Honor, Ms. Harris contacted me this morning stating that she was ill. She didn't sound well. I told her that I would seek a continuance. I don't believe the state objects.
This case number is 21-1692 and 21-209. 209-1692.
I believe one of those is an older case that is that is post-conviction, and the other is a drug under suspension that is maybe still active. I'm not certain, but she's working on getting her license.
You want to ask for continuance, or you just want to?
I'm asking for continuance if we could, Your Honor.
When?
We're trying to get her into her license. I don't think it's going to happen all that quickly, so if the court wants to go out to a date that's reasonably convenient, that might be a better idea than to rush right back in.
21st?
I'm here that day, Your Honor.
July 21st will be the next one, at the defendant's request.
State of Ohio versus Rachel Helmer. Case number CRB 24320.
Mr. Stiers, all set for pre-trial on review.
And I think the report may say Willis. That's Miss Helmer's current name.
Okay. That's a good report. She's got about a month in now.
And we have a case also pending in common pleas court that the treatment's also involved in that bond.
Okay. Well, in that case, maybe we can give it to August.
I think that would be probably reasonable, Your Honor.
Monitor her as much since she's getting monitored by that court also. The 11th.
I'm available August 11th, Your Honor.
August 11th will be your next hearing for pre-trial on review.
And she owes community service at this point, I believe.
She does. 5 days.
Is that something you guys could get her over here to do?
Absolutely.
Okay, get that done, yeah. You want me to get? I think that's all that's holding you here. 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Levi Judge. Case number CRB 25323.
Mr. Stiers' case set for pre-trial. He's at Southern Hope.
Just a second here to find the report on Mr. Jones. I've got that. Madam President.
Yes. Says he's compliant.
And Your Honor, I have received the a DVD containing the video allegedly from Walmart. I got that this morning, so I've had an opportunity to take a look at that. I'll have to get back to the office with it to do that. So I'd like to take a look at that and then have another pre-trial and decide if it's something we can work out or if it's something we need to set for a trial.
First or after?
21st is fine, Your Honor.
July 21st.
July 21st.
Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jason Taylor, case number CRB 2524 A, B, and C.
Thank you.
CRC 172266 A and B.
And Your Honor, Mr. Taylor was out of town. He contacted me. I told him that I couldn't give him permission to appear by video, but it would be better for him to appear by video than not appear at all. And he's up there on the screen. Where we are on this, in terms of the case, is that we've been providing some documentation regarding a possible, regarding an amount of restitution. It's a considerable amount, so it's going to be kind of important that Mr. Taylor be able to work to get that restitution paid, but also we have the LCR, and it sounds like we maybe aren't seeing what we'd like to see there.
Well, a big difference in this report on his screens. The screens are much better than previous, so
Yeah, Sean, he's doing better.
that's good. And then, I'm sorry, what's the issue on restitution?
We just think we have a pretty large figure that's been presented. There's like $1,200 restitution, so
Is that
that's.
an amount that he agrees to, or is he?
I don't think we've actually had a chance to discuss that, whether the amount we got two different amounts at different times. We initially had an amount of $805, and then we were told $1,205. 400 of that, 800 of that appeared to be for materials. 400 of that appeared to be an estimate for installation. I don't think we've seen anything to show that that's actually been paid, so we're a little up in the air about that issue. That's something we need to work out as we come back in here.
Okay, so you want another hearing?
I think another hearing would be useful, Your Honor, yes.
21st date?
That'd be fine. So, can you hear us on there?
Yes, I can hear y'all.
Perfect.
July 21st will be your next hearing at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus John D. Davis, case number TRD 25589.
Mr. Morford's case, it's just especially working on getting his operators. I don't see him here today. Any word on that, Mr. Morford?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give him 7 days to appear before warrant issues.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Shelley Patrick, case number CRB 2521.
This is Mr. Stratton's case. My notes were it would be dismissed if costs were paid, there was no further costs.
We just need to see if costs
Costs
are
were
paid.
paid.
So staff it be dismissed.
And our alleged victim says there's been no further problems.
Case will be dismissed.
Good job.
State of Ohio versus Craig P. Weiss, case number CRA 25143, CRB 25144. Craig Weiss.
Mr. Stratton's case, Mr. Weissong is at RRS.
some of his issues, Your Honor, when it comes to treatment has been because of work-related issues. And I think that he's willing to do whatever the court wants him to do, whatever the treatment wants him to do. He just sort of like to know from treatment, sort of an end date in mind.
I can talk to Board's counsel about that and get it out there for you.
Yeah, just sort of how much further does he have to go? Because I think all this is work-related. He wants to get out to work. He just mentioned to me today how hard it is to take those 2 days off in the middle of the week, and it's impacted his work, but he's willing to do whatever the court wants him to do.
Well, one thing that concerns me about looking at it before I see where you describe gabapentin, I understand that to be contraindicated to be taken with Suboxone. Who prescribes you gabapentin?
Sir, I had neuropathy. I broke my hand, and I was working at Highland Memorial weed eating, and weed eating, I guess, did something to the neuropathy, and I couldn't feel my fingers. So she prescribed me that until I could get into another doctor. Laura Allen. That's my inmate. That's a nurse practitioner at MAT. RS, I'm sorry.
Is that the same place you're getting the gabapentin for the Suboxone?
Yes, sir. But I have to go get nerve tests done in my hands, and that's through Anna Gibson. What's the place called?
Huntington Proctorville Family.
Proctorville Family. So.
Okay.
So our nurses prescribe gabapentin for you.
Yeah, just until I could get in there and see her.
I understand you're not supposed to take those two things together, so I don't know if she's aware of that.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of it.
From Todd Davies, who teaches addiction medicine at the Marshall Medical School.
It was only like a 7-day supply, but we're gonna go, like Anna Gibson's gonna go and order him a nerve conduction test to see exactly what's going on with his hands and stuff. So he's not on that, like, it won't be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know, they're not giving me a time frame for completion, but it started in what, March?
Yeah, I believe so.
So, we're not really that far into it.
MAT, as long as a person is doing that, MAT, he will continue to get counseling.
Yeah.
So that can start the completion too.
All right, we'll just continue, Your Honor.
Okay. July 28th?
Either that Friday or that next Friday. The 28th is bad for me.
Okay.
Apologize to court on that. Either the
August 1st?
Yeah, that'll work.
August 1st will be the next.
August 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Antonio J. Cordelia, case number TRC 25-741 A and B. Our list set sentencing correct as a better way to drive to go to.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
This is from hometown recovery. Okay, sounds like there's still work to be done.
Yes, Your Honor.
August 1st?
Yes.
Next hearing's August 1st.
10 o'clock.
On the sentencing document.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Charles A. Hardy, case number CRA 25-233, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case.
Erica?
Got a subpoena. Return note on it says return to court appears vacant. June 10th. I assume that's referring to the address given for Eric Ferguson. State had any more information on that?
No, we were aware of that fact. What we're going to do is go ahead and nolly everything to the grand jury.
In case of denial. That includes both, but also the misdemeanor.
Yes.
What is the misdemeanor?
25-235. So you got 25-233, 25-235 for the college.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Adkins, number CRA 24-294, CRB 24-295, CRB 24-293.
Pritchard, Your Honor.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna order Mr. Atkins to get a screening done today. Go see the probation.
State of Ohio versus Municipal Blackburn, case number CRA 24-812.
Mr. Steyer's case. Blackburn is at instead.
May I approach?
Yes. It's a good report, very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Let's go into August.
Oh, we had set something for the 21st of August, I believe, earlier, if that day works.
That would be July. I was thinking the first.
11th of August is what we set something for, I think. I apologize.
Okay.
21st is the July date.
August 11th, is fine.
At 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, August 11th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Gary Cassidy, case number CRA 25-253, CRB 16-166, CRB 14-309.
Mr. Steyer's case, preliminary hearing.
Your Honor, on the matter that's set for preliminary hearing, I believe the state has not been able to reach the alleged victim and intends to nolly with the right to refile should the alleged victim reappear and ask to have the case revived. We have no objection to that. The other matters are older matters that are, I believe are all matters that would have been on the review docket.
Yes, it looks like.
So
I know the clerk is going to ask this question. So is 25-253 nolly to the grand jury or just nolly outright?
We are going to nolly it outright. We'd refile it here if she comes forth.
Okay. So 25-253 is nolly, which means dismissed with the right to refile. Then we've got 16-166, 14-309, those are on the review docket. And still got fine on, both of them are just fines and costs and maybe some restitution, looks like. So we need.
do we have an idea?
May June 4th. Is there going to be a payment made today?
No, I'll pay it the first of the month.
Okay, first of the month is best. Okay, so I'll start getting you on around the 1st.
Well, the third actually as well.
Perfect, I'll set you for July 3rd.
Is this going to be on the review docket, Your Honor?
It'll be back on the review docket. 9 o'clock, July 3rd, will be his next hearing on both of these cases.
If you can read that.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You are.
State of Ohio versus William Kepling, case number CRA 24-631, CRB 11-1152.
I'll be right back.
I think that's all one document, or not one document, one set. Or 2 sets. There's 3.
Showing copies.
Let's see if you want to set it up.
That's a good report from Mr. Kaplinger. We got things on the right track now.
Took me a minute.
What's the plan after you complete OVP?
Continuing with OVP and outpatient, yeah.
And live where?
I'm moving to Huntington.
You already got a place set up?
Yeah.
What's that? Is it a
It's
personal
my
place?
house, my own place.
Okay.
I would think on this one, we might want to come back a little sooner rather than later, so I know you said the 7th was getting bad, but I think that may be the day. Just because I'm not available due to other issues, a bunch of days around it.
Okay. How about, he's not getting out of OVP till what, 10?
The 10th of July, yeah.
What's your availability after the 10th?
I'm available the 14th.
Let's do that. Okay, next hearing's July 14th, so then he'll be out of OVP and we can talk about his transition.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Adam C. Sloan, case number CRA 24800 A and B.
Well, Frank doesn't matter. If we could, yeah, get a copy of it for the file. And then the original.
All right, let's get a completion document from the What's your plan now? Are you getting any follow-up treatment after mini-read?
I have another outpatient program that I go to for my medication. I just continue with them.
Where's that?
It's a place called Boulder. I do it through an app.
Where's it physically located?
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, you must go somewhere to get the medication.
I go to my pharmacy to get the medication.
Okay.
So so you're going to still be on the MAT then, or?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, I lost my insurance. I'm gonna have to try and pay everything out of pocket now.
Buprenorphine is the only thing you're taking on?
That and gabapentin.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you're here when I made the comment before, my understanding is
Yeah,
you're
I
not
heard.
supposed to take those together, and I got that, it's not me saying that, I'm getting that from someone who teaches addiction medicine
Right.
at the Marshall Medical School, and I think a lot of the family practice and people like that don't even know that. They don't know that they're not supposed to be prescribing gabapentin
Right.
and box them together or buprenorphine.
I take that for restless leg syndrome. I have that real bad, but,
You should ask them for another alternative. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd Davies at Marshall Medical, is a person they can consult.
right.
Very knowledgeable. Okay. What's the state want to do?
Well, if he's finished his treatment, that's a good thing. He's to be congratulated for that.
Thank you.
Been pending since January.
I think I actually went back into December.
I would say that at this time, unless the court had some particular concern about his circumstances, that we'd be okay with going ahead and dismissing the charges.
We would have no objection, Your Honor.
Charges will be nominated.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're ready to go back to Lawrence County Jail.
Okay, back to the jail for some hearings.
State of Ohio versus Reese Frasier, case number CRB 2558, and Carrie McCoy will be on that.
Reese Frasier is Mr. Morford's case. My notes were, this was a misdemeanor case, except for pre-trial, May 12th, and Mr. Frasier did not appear yet.
Judge, he explained that he had a minor daughter in the hospital in North Carolina. He went down there to be with her, and then his ride to come back failed him. Thus, he missed the court date.
And he got arrested, did he turn himself in or get arrested on the warrant?
Did you get arrested on the warrant, didn't you?
Yeah, we got picked up.
So how do you want to proceed going forward, Mr.?
Maybe, would you consider time served? How long have you been in jail, Mr. Frasier?
Since Monday.
Was that resolved with Judge?
What's the state's position? Looks like it's shoplifting from Walmart.
That would be okay with us as far as the amount of jail time that he would need to serve. Maybe a suspended jail sentence in addition to community service.
Is that agreeable with you, sir, like we discussed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, before I finalize that and do it, I want you to take a urine screen. So go do a urine screen there at the jail. When I get the results, then I'll decide what your sentence will be.
I explained you to do that, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Carrie McCoy, case number CRB 24227, and Derek Jenkins will be on deck.
We have any
Minute reads.
minute reads?
Monday.
Okay.
You can't get me an exam Morford.
No, that's the earliest.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the docket for Monday. That's the 30th, and hopefully you'll be at minute read sometime that day.
Your Honor, I believe hometown was told me that detective today.
What is it?
Did you do hometown do an assessment?
Can they do mental health?
Yeah, she needs mental health. You can do that?
Yes.
Okay. And you agree with that, Mr. Morford?
Absolutely, Judge. She said
Okay,
she
I'll
was ready.
release her to hometown recovery.
Is that today, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Set your next hearing. What's your availability, Mr. Morford? You said you weren't available the 3rd, right?
No, I am not.
And the 7th and the 11th are pretty tied up, so we can do the 14th probably. You available the 14th?
I am.
July 14 will be your next hearing. 10 o'clock and 2000 OR. Stay out of trouble. I don't know. You promised, what you said before is right. You told me you're not going to get in any trouble. You're going to obey all the rules. You're not going to do crazy crap like you have in the past. At some point, I'm just going to say, jail is it. Go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And give up. I don't want to give up on you, but you've had plenty of chances. You're getting to be at the end of your chances.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Derek Jenkins, case number CRA 25393, and Ever Madina will be on deck.
So this is a new one. All right, so are you Derek Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jenkins, I'm Judge Capper. This is a hearing on a warrant out of Pike County, Ohio, Waverly. Court up there has issued a warrant for you for failure to appear, and they ask for you to be transferred to their court. Now, they do say, a lot of times they say no bond. They say you can post a $250 bond, which is pretty light. So here's the way this works. I'll set a bond for you. If you can post the bond, then I'll let you go turn yourself in. If you can't post the bond, I'm going to order them to come get you. So I'm not going to set it at $250 because I can't get a bail bondsman to do it. It's not worth their time. So I'll set it at $1,000, and that's going to probably cost you $150. You think you can post a $150 bond? Or if you got $1,000, you can post that with the clerk. And as long as you go to Pike County, you get it all back, all $1,000. You think you can post a bond? Mr. Jenkins? Can you hear me? Mm-hmm. Can you post a bond?
Can I post a bond?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. And you think you can do it today? Well, I'm going to tell you to do it today by 4 o'clock. And then if you haven't posted a bond, I'll put him on the docket for Monday. I think he's nodding off.
Yes.
I think maybe we just need to, I'm going to continue this till Monday. He needs a little time to dry out. So his next hearing is going to be Monday, June 30th. I'll set bond at $1,000, cash or surety. If he can post that, then he can get out. Otherwise, he needs to stay in the jail till Monday, and we'll continue this hearing then. He may need some medical attention.
State of Ohio versus Edward J. Madina, case number CRB 25392 A and B, and PRC 251468.
Buenos dias. So you're the translator? And we're going to have to get more volume because I can't hardly hear you myself. So we're going to have, can you turn up your volume?
Sorry, no English.
I'm trying to get a translator. Hablo español.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this isn't working. Try it again. Okay, talk to me again, please.
For the right,
Okay.
the purpose of your call.
All right, now we've got the volume cranked up. So, ma'am, would you identify yourself as the translator?
You need Spanish interpreter.
Spanish, yes. Español.
Okay, ma'am, how much don't you?
Yeah, me
May I have
Spanish.
the organization name?
My name, Donald Capper. I'm the judge.
Organization name, sir.
I didn't understand what you said.
Okay, please hold for your Spanish interpreter. Thank you. Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter. Thank you for calling Lagos Line Solutions. This is Jose. My ID is 258571, and I'll be your Spanish interpreter.
All right.
Is the customer with you on the line? You need to call him.
Jose, I'm Judge Capper. This is a little difficult because we're doing an arraignment by teleconference. So no, the person is not with me. He's at the jail, but he's appearing on a TV monitor in the courtroom. So we really need you to speak up so that it has to go through my microphone to him at the jail. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's start first and ask the gentleman if his name is Ever Madina.
Hola, voy a ser su intérprete de español e inglés. Disculpe, ¿su nombre es Ever Medina?
Ajá, era Madina.
Did you hear him?
I heard something, but I couldn't make it out.
Could you repeat? Ask him to repeat, please.
¿Me lo puede repetir?
¿Cómo dice el nombre?
I cannot hear it.
Ask him to repeat. Where's Mr. Cooper? We probably
¿Me lo puede
need,
repetir?
we need Mr. Cooper in the courtroom, please.
Estamos Mr. Cooper en la tribunal.
Yes, Okay, I've got someone, we're going to try to move the phone back and forth closer to the microphone. So, all right, please ask him again what his name is and if he understands you.
¿Me puede decir cuál es su nombre y me entiende?
¿Cuál es mi nombre?
¿Me puede decir su nombre y me entiende?
Oh, Ever Medina.
Could you hear him, sir?
Yeah, I didn't catch his first name, but last name is Medina, the one that you mentioned.
Okay, that's correct. Tell him that he has the right to remain silent.
Tiene derecho a mantener silencio.
He has the right to have an attorney.
Tiene derecho a tener un abogado.
He has the right to have an attorney appointed if he can't afford one.
Tiene derecho a que se le asigne un abogado si no puede pagar uno.
He has the right to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Tiene derecho a hacer que el Estado pruebe lo que alegan sin dejar lugar a dudas.
Does he understand those rights?
¿Entiende sus derechos?
Ajá.
What did he say?
He said, which means
Okay.
right.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Same in both languages. He has 2 charges of endangering children.
Y tiene 2 cargos por poner en peligro a niños.
Perdón.
Can you ask him to repeat that?
¿Me lo puede repetir?
Perdón, no lo escuché bien. ¿Cómo dice?
I can't make it out.
Okay, let's go over the charges with him. It's alleged on June 26th of this year that he was the custodian of a minor child.
Se alega en julio 26 de este año que usted tenía la custodia de un menor de edad.
That he violated a duty of care to that minor child.
Y que ha incumplido con el deber de cuidado de ese niño.
And put the child in risk of harm.
Y que puso a ese infante en riesgo de daño y de lastimar.
By driving a vehicle while under the influence of substances
Al conducir un vehículo bajo el uso de sustancias.
And the substance is alleged to be alcohol.
Y se alega que esta sustancia será alcohol.
Because there were 2 minor children, there are 2 charges.
Si llevaban a 2 infantes menores de edad, por eso hay 2 cargos.
Both charges carry a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail.
Ambos cargos llevan una penalidad máxima de 6 meses en cárcel.
He is also charged with driving under the influence of alcohol.
También tiene un cargo por conducir bajo la influencia del alcohol.
That charge also carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine.
Este cargo también tiene una penalidad máxima de hasta 6 meses en cárcel y una multa de hasta $1,000.
¿De cuántos meses dice, perdón?
¿Puede repetir?
¿De cuántos meses dice que tengo que estar aquí?
How many months did you mention?
6 months is the maximum.
6 meses. Máximo.
How does he wish to plead to these charges?
¿Cómo se quisiera declarar ante estos cargos?
Sí.
Yes.
He needs to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Those are his 3 choices.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
He has 3 choices to plead. He can plead not guilty, guilty, or no contest. He has to enter one of those pleas.
Usted tiene que declararse de una de las siguientes maneras: culpable, no culpable o no contesto. Tiene las 3 elecciones.
No, me considero culpable.
No, guilty.
What did he say?
Oh, then guilty.
He entered a guilty plea?
¿Dice que es culpable?
Sí. Sí, culpable.
Yes. Yes, guilty.
Ask him where he has been residing.
¿En dónde ha estado usted residiendo?
¿Perdón, cómo es?
It's a really asking for a repetition. ¿En dónde ha estado residiendo?
Residiendo.
Residing.
Yes, where has he been living?
O sea, ¿dónde ha estado viviendo?
Oh, en Huntington.
¿Me lo puede repetir?
Don't think the interpreter can understand what he stated, Your Honor.
Okay, did you ask him to repeat?
¿Me lo puede repetir?
He's living.
Can you ask him where he is living at?
¿En dónde está viviendo?
En Huntington. No he dicho casa, pero es
Huntington, I think he said.
Yes,
Ask him if it's saying Huntington.
that's what he said.
¿Está en Hamilton?
Huntington.
¿Está usted viviendo en Hamilton?
Yes. Huntington.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to delay sentencing. Ask him what his legal status is in the country.
Creo que voy a retrasar la sentencia. Pero ¿cuál es su estado legal aquí en este país?
Perdón, ¿cómo dice?
¿Cuál es su estado legal aquí en este país?
Oh, pues llegué a Miami.
Well, I arrived to Miami.
Is he here on a visa?
¿Pero viene aquí con visa?
No, entré por menor de edad. Por menor de edad el 2018.
No, just with my name in 2018.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I think this will take care of the problem, I'm going to delay sentencing until a week from today, and then it probably won't happen.
Voy a retrasar esta sentencia hasta la próxima semana, a ver si podemos arreglar el problema.
Okay.
So I'll set bond for him at $10,000 cash for surety. Delay the sentencing
Voy a
until,
poner una fianza de $10,000 con efectivo de seguridad.
delay the sentencing till July 3rd, so it won't be exactly a week, but that's, we'll have court on July 3rd. If he's still in our jail then, I'll sentence him. My guess is he won't be.
La próxima audiencia tendríamos julio primero, no sería exactamente una semana desde hoy, pero sería la siguiente semana. Y si todavía sigue en la cárcel, no voy a sentenciar, pero no creo que siga en la cárcel para todos.
¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
¿Perdón?
Sí, puedo hacer una pregunta. Sí, una pregunta. Tengo que sí, puedo salir a confiar.
Yes, sir.
Sí, ¿me puede repetir cuál es la pregunta? Mi identificación escucha bien.
¿Cómo dices, perdón?
Okay, you can tell him his next hearing will be next Thursday, July 3rd.
La siguiente audiencia va a ser el siguiente jueves, julio 3.
¿Cómo dices?
El próximo jueves, julio 3.
Oh, el próximo jueves.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, sir.
all we can do from the jail right now, Your Honor, but we have a urine screen due for Mr. Frasier.
Okay.
So we'll have to come back to that. State of Ohio versus Nicholas Atkins on a recall, case number CRB 24295, CRA 24294, TRC 24. Excuse me, that's it.
Have you seen the?
I have not, Judge. I believe it's on this front. Thank you.
Sheriff, Mr. Hill, please.
I saw a judge.
So he needs to go inpatient.
Understand.
Yeah. You have a medical card?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Did you ever go inpatient at ODP?
Yeah, one time, like, I mean, I've been there more than once, but, yeah, but it's been a long time ago. Been a while, over a year ago, about a year ago now.
This case has some agency.
So I don't know if he's eligible to go back.
He could come back, yes. You just have to do his assessment.
You want to see his results?
I've already seen it.
Okay. All right, for your sake, I'm going to require him to go inpatient. And then we need to, after he finishes that first stretch, we need to look for a long-term solution.
Yes.
Okay, you do have a bond up, I believe, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How'd you get here today?
My girlfriend, my parents are out of town. They're in South Carolina, so I would have to go get my clothes and things myself.
Okay, where's she? Is she in the courtroom?
She's outside waiting in the car.
I want to talk to her. Go get her, bring her in. And then we'll call you back up after you do that.
State of Ohio versus Austin Pritchard, case number CRA 18-1233 A and B, CRB 18-1234 A and B, TRC 18-3525. Set for sentencing.
How goes it, sir? Mr. Morrison's case.
I need it.
Okay. The last payment was May 5th. Looks like.
I got a payment today.
How much are you paying?
60.
July 28th. Next hearing, July 28th.
It's good to hear you.
Sentencing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go see the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Michael S. Clay, case number CRB 2010-23, CRB 18796, CRB 18251.
Mr. Shire, case, Epperson. Got a report. Good report. Thank you. Good job. Okay, so we made a lot of progress, I think. Good job. Let's work on getting stuff done. And this one still remains outstanding. What were we possibly going to do with it? Is this one that the state was going to dismiss eventually if he was successful, or what?
Well, my memory, I thought that, let's see.
He's got some where he's got convictions and he still has things to work off, so he's still.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But this one is still pending, this case number 2010-23. It looks like, thinking that is a domestic.
It's a domestic.
My note says he pled guilty to everything, and he got 90 days suspended, no contact order, and the GPS monitor. That's as of May the 2nd.
I don't have a judgment entry on that one. There is on the others. Sorry.
I'm not sure what happened on those two cases in the computer. The last hearing date was 5/23 for sentencing, so today's date didn't get put in those, but there's no judgment entry or documentation.
On any of them, or just the last 20?
Just the, there's one from 2018 that doesn't have a sentencing entry either, and that's resisting arrest and domestic violence.
Okay. Well, that's a resisting. This is a domestic violence. So he's done so well. I'm assuming the defense won't object to this. Hopefully the state won't either. He does have one case where he's got a sentence. That was a menacing. We'll let that one pin. Let these pin. If he does really well, we'll just dismiss him. He won't have him on his record. Those are good things not to have on your record. Thank you. Because domestic violence is one of those things that builds. Like if you get one and get another, the mandatory sentences go up each time you get one. And resisting is not a good one to have either. People are skittish when they see you got a resisting arrest on your record. So.
Your Honor, I don't know if you'll remember or not, but the alleged victim in this, Miss Napier, has been here previously. She was highly upset at him, and this was one, if this triggers a memory, that when he was in jail and she was talking about having the dog, she said, I'm going to keep the dog from now on, because the kids hate it when he comes and gets the dog.
She's actually she took the dog and then gave it to somebody else.
Okay, well, anyway, my memory is that he pled guilty to everything. If he didn't, then we're not going to agree to dismiss him.
Okay. I don't have any notes of that, and I know early on, way back when this first arose, the 20 case, at one point I had a notation of 90 days with cost.
It was originally 90-day continuance, Your Honor.
And we had more charges.
No, that's the last one.
That's the last charge.
And then the 18 was a 90 days with cost. Also, at one point. Well, I'm gonna let him pin, if you wanna try, I don't recall that, so if you wanna try to convince me not to do that, I guess get her back in here, and let's see what she says, but, at this point, let's just let him pin, and,
What sort of a time frame are we looking to come back, Your Honor? July 21st, we've set some things. July 28th, I'm available.
28. Sentencing July 28th.
Did he plead guilty to any charges?
I've got a plea and sentence on 18-251. I had no notations of guilty on any. Well, it does say sentencing for today. It's the first notation I have of sentencing. Okay, well, I'll leave it hanging as to whether it's going to be a sentencing or a dismissal. I guess I could sentence him to a dismissal. It's possible too.
That is possible, Your Honor.
So,
thank you.
We'll just let it hang out there. So the better you do, the better I can do for you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas Atkins, case number CRA 24294, CRB 24295, CRB 24293, on a recall.
All right, so I'm going to remand Mr. Atkins into custody at this point because of his drug screens. They're dirty for his own safety. Are you here Monday, Mr. Smith? He tested positive for fentanyl, ma'am. I don't know if you're doing it too, but that's killing people. He's going to jail for his own safety. We'll see him back Monday, and hopefully by then he'll be ready to go to treatment.
I'm ready to go
in the
now.
hands of the sheriff.
Go back to the door.
His bond is revoked. He's held without bond.
State of Ohio versus Jeremy S. Gunter, case number CLC 15539.
Nicholas Atkins.
Nicholas Atkins.
Okay, this is on the sentencing docket, and Mr. Gunter is paying off his fines. You have a payment today, sir.
No, I don't right now. I'm waiting on my school money to hit today, so I'm wanting to pay it all off, but it hasn't hit yet, so.
Okay, I'll give you a few weeks
Okay.
to come up with something.
Okay.
You can always do community service to pay on your fines.
Okay.
This has got to get done. You have a bond up now, so there's
Yes,
no
sir.
escaping it.
Yes.
I'll set you for July the 11th at 10 o'clock for sentencing. Get something done between now and the 11th.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Charlie Atkins, case number CRB 2588, ABC. Your Honor, I was told he should report his here today from jail.
Charlie Atkins.
He did report.
Oh, he's in the back,
He
okay.
was here, yes.
All right, so he has reported, his review hearing is December 12th. 9 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Aaron K. Wells, case number CRB 25220. Set for trial.
Okay, I was told this wasn't going to happen.
The gentleman who was the alleged victim in this matter brought us a statement saying that they've resolved things and that he doesn't feel the need for us to pursue the charges any longer, and we're willing to honor that. So we will move to dismiss these charges.
All right, Mr. Wells, your punishment was you had to sit here and watch court today.
Yeah.
Like me. Case is dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Roger Frizzell, case number PRC 24782, A, B, and C. TRD 2549, A and B, Your Honor, needs a roll.
Okay, we need Roger Frizzell in the courtroom. All right, Mr. Frizzell. What do you have to tell me about what you're going to do on your community service?
I was mentioning I just got Uber set up. My daughter was taking me, she got a job.
Where do you live?
Westmoreland.
That's not that far away. Westmoreland? Come on.
Right.
I thought you were going to say Chapmanville or someplace like that. That's a couple, 3 irons away, Westmoreland. Well, you don't look, I don't look like a guy that would want to spend the night at the jail. I like it about 68 degrees and really dark and quiet to sleep. I'm going to guess that our jail now is probably about 83 degrees, not quiet, and probably a whole bunch of crap going on that would keep you awake all the time.
I will get her down here on her.
Please do.
I will.
Because jail's my only option they give me. If you don't do it, and you had an OBI is a serious thing. And you had that a year ago. And you haven't done 1 day of community service yet in a year. It's hard for me to believe in a year you can't get out here and do 1 day of community service.
I didn't realize it had been that long.
Yeah, June. I'm looking at this. They timestamp the entries. The clerk does, so I know when they're filed. It was filed on June 17th, 2024 at 10:38 a.m. That's when your case was timestamped. So that means I signed it before then because they don't file it till I sign it, and it becomes a part of the record. It's official then. You are convicted, and I mean, you paid a lot of your fine, but community service, you haven't taken that seriously. So get out here and get it done.
Yes, sir.
And I expect when you come back, you'll have it all done, right? Because you don't want to go to jail.
No.
You do not want to go to jail. I'll set it for August 1st, so you got over a month. You can do it any day but Sunday, or holiday. So the 4th of July weekend, there's not going to be community service. But other than that, any day but Sunday. Okay? You understand what you need to do? You know what you need to do then?
Yes, sir.
No excuses. No grandmother's dying, dog's getting sick. I don't care, because I hear them all.
I'll walk you.
Everybody's got an excuse. If you want to find an excuse not to do something, you can always find an excuse not to do it. You got to find, if something comes up, then you got to find a way around that to get it done.
I agree.
Okay, August 1st, your next hearing.
Your Honor, we're waiting on urine screen results from the jail on Reese Frasier.
I have received them. I have not reviewed them, Your Honor.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Reese Frasier at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2558.
They said you're going to have to call.
Yeah, it's okay. Why don't you call them and see what they say.
hear anything.
Well, nothing's being said. We're waiting on your, I understand they have your screen results, but they haven't told me yet, so I'm waiting to get those. And then we'll proceed. Your lawyer's in the courtroom.
All right.
He is clean, Your Honor.
Okay, they say you're clean, so that's good. Thank you. Okay, anything else you want to tell me, Mr. Frasier, before I do sentencing on you?
No, sir.
How long you been in jail since you got picked up on the warrant?
I think it was Monday evening or Tuesday, one of them, yeah.
Monday evening is a bad time to get picked up on a warrant.
Yeah, no.
Because you're gonna sit till you, could sit till Friday.
Till today.
Okay, I'll impose a $100 fine. $100 fine. Court costs, 20 days in jail, suspend 4, versus, I'm sorry, suspend 16, give credit for 4 served. I'm going to order you do 40 hours of community service, up in it a little bit since you didn't come to court when you're supposed to. 40 hours of community service. Review hearing on January 3rd of 26 at 9 o'clock, and order you to stay out of Walmart.
Yes, sir.
So, you should never go back to the jail on this if you do what you're supposed to do. But you can go back to the jail if you don't do the stuff you're ordered to and you blow off your review hearing. You'll get a warrant again. So you understand that? It's not going away. If you ignore it, it doesn't go away. It just gets worse. So take care of it.
Yes, sir.
If you can't remember what you're supposed to do, you can call the court. We still have phones here that the clerks will answer. And I know you have a smartphone, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Everybody has a smartphone. You can go on your smartphone and look up the court's website, put your name in, and your case comes up. It shows you what you got to do when your next hearing is.
Okay.
There's no excuses.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll get out today when we get the paperwork done.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Court's adjourned.